everybody. Today my project is going to involve this lovely frame that I bought, and I'm not going to cover it first with paint because I quite like the colour. I'm just going to give it a coat of the Folk Art Home Decor Crackle, and then I'm going to use the Viva Decor Chalky Vintage Look, which is like a little a greenish colour. And to decorate, I'm going to be using these papers from Emerald City Crafts, and this theme is steampunked. I'll put a link to their Etsy down below, and they do A4 papers, and you get 24 designs, 24 sheets, 2 times 12 designs, and the same for the 6x6s, and then you get ephemera, 2 of each design, and there's 8 designs. So they're the papers I'm going to be using to decorate this steampunk frame. And so should we make a start? So first off, I'm just going to give this the whole of the frame a coat of the crackle, and I'm just going to as you can see, I really do, I love this, the wood on this, but I just wanted to add a bit, some interest to it instead of just decorating it. People have asked as well how to do crackle, but you can do crackle with using cheap PVA glue, the kind that you can get from here in the UK. We can get it from Hobbycraft in the range, and in America there's Hobby Lobby and Michaels. So and then all you do is just put a coat of, where I'm putting the crackle, you put the PVA, let it dry, and then add the paint, the acrylic paint you want to use. And I need to leave that to dry, and the more crackle you put on, the deeper the crackle, the fine crackle that you put, finer the crackle paint, the smaller the crackle. So it's just a case of, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just going over and making sure I've got everything. And now I'll aid that to dry with my heat gun. Sometimes if time allows, I like to leave it to dry overnight, but for this project I want to dry it, so I'm just going to use my heat gun. Right, I'm going to leave that, put that to one side to dry, and I'll bring in, this is the back of the frame, and I'm going to, I've cut down a piece of the card from here, and I'm just going to glue that onto there using my ever faithful Mod Podge. Again, give the board a nice thick good coating of the Mod Podge. We are. Then I'll bring the sheet of Mylar in and give the back of this paper, which is 190 GSM, and I think it's a 120, 130 pound USA. So these papers that have been designed, obviously the first, my shop is new open, so you can order the papers, the paper packs, or you can pay for have the downloads. So bring that in and place that onto there. Need to get it right. That's why I like to have both. There we are. So that's that. I'm going to get my and just distress around the edge, take the excess off. Yeah. Now I'm going to come in with Tim Holtz Distress Ink Ground Espresso and just distress around the edges. And the paper takes the distress ink really well. So, and you can stamp onto the onto this too. I've gone further in than I usually would because obviously because of the lip on the frame you wouldn't see it, so that's why I'm going a bit further inwards. So that's that. So I'll leave that to one side now, and hopefully this is dry now. Just give it a last blast. Okay, so now that's dry, I'm going to bring in the Viva Decor Chalky Look, and it's kind of like it's a very pale greenish, which is one of the reasons why I picked it, because of the backing paper on the inside of the frame. I've removed the glass and I will be putting the glass back. Another tip, especially when you've put your crackle down, always make sure that you do it in one paint stroke, so to speak. I'll just do the side. And you can see the crackle start. I'm not sure if you can see the crackle starting now. So I'll go around all the edges first. There we are, and the crackle is starting to appear. There we are. And you can see why they say do it in one stroke, because I've foolishly gone over that, but I'm going to hide that anyway with cogs and that. And where I've only put a light cover of the paint on, the crackle is very small, so I'm going to leave that. And it's just a case of playing and experimenting. Hope you can see the crackle. And I'm going to leave that. There we are. I'm going to leave that and let it dry naturally, and I'll come back. I think it's time for a nice cup of coffee. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so now the frame is nice and dry. I'm just going to lightly dust over it with ground espresso. Just very lightly. Just the edges. Just to give it a bit more interest. breaks up the green. Okay, I'm going to put that to one side, and as you can see, the crackle, I'm really pleased with the crackle. It's come out really well, even on the side. Can you see all the four sides? So I'm going to put that to one side. I'm going to bring this in, which is going to sit inside there like that. So I'm going to put that in there now, and then I can work on it. There we are. So that's that all nicely in, and as you can see, that's why I brought the brown in, so you could see it through the lip. Now the image I'm going to be using, she says, if she finds it over. This is part of the ephemera, but I'm not going to use the whole of it, and I'm going to tear around her. Got the word taken off. And just and then using the and just distress around the paper, just so she kind of pops from the place here on there like that. I want to put some lace on as well. So I'll take that off. So I'm just going to, this is what I like to do, I like to just play now, and I've been Sheena Douglas, a UK designer, brought out these dies. So from the papers I've cut out the cogs and the eyeglasses and this pocket watch as well, which I really like. And the way I've cut it out, on one of the papers there's the fob watch, so that's going to be going on as well. And so I've used the two different papers, the greens and the purples, to cut out these cogs and gears. And then from this stamp set, I've stamped onto the paper, "A strong woman believes she can do anything," and she does. And I want that to go up there, so I'm going to just cut around this. Or tear around it. And I've stamped with VersaFine and then embossed with black embossing powder from Wow. And again, just distress that up. I'm going to add some flowers as well from Wild Orchid Crafts. So I'm going to pop that there. So I'll put that on, and I use Pinflair silicone glue, and I do like to use mine in a tube, in a syringe. I just need to get this out now. Yeah. Just going to shape that. Pop that on there. I need to add my lace. Oh, I put it a bit too far high up. That doesn't matter. That wasn't clever, was it? Never mind. I give that away. It's the beauty of this paper, I can just wipe it off. And it will be hidden anyway, so I'll put this, I have an idea where this is going. I'm going to glue this down with my Mod Podge. Just distress around. I don't like to see any of the white bits on my card, so I always like to just distress around. Very gently. I think that can go there. Next I'm going to add some of this white beading, but I'm just going to distress it first with some of the ground espresso, just to take the whiteness down. I'm going to distress my flowers with bundle sage. Then the die cuts I'm going to arrange around the corners of each, using the different, mixing and matching them. So what I want to do now is just distress them a little bit, just very lightly go round. And then place them on. So as you can see, I'm just building the layers up in the corners. I'll add a few flowers. So I've just got this corner to finish off now, and then I can call it done. Now that I can't. I wanted to put that on, but I've left it too late, so that'll come in handy another day. So now I'm just going to finish decorating the last corner, and then we can call this done. Oops. I've done that wrong. Typical. Yeah. And the last one. Quite like using these coloured papers. I mean, they all blend tone in with the background and that. So I'm quite pleased with how that's turned out. I just need now to add some flowers, last three, and then we can call this done. Just a quick and easy way to decorate a boring frame. I will put some still photographs at the end of the video so that you can see close up of the finished frame. So that's the frame completed. I do hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and share with your friends. Don't forget to leave a comment, because I will pick somebody and I'll send this out to someone who leaves a comment. Thank you ever so much for watching. Once again, I'll see you all again soon. Oh, before I finish, my videos are now on a Wednesday and a Saturday, so every Wednesday and Saturday there'll be new videos for you to watch. I'll see you all again real soon. Take care. Happy crafting. Bye bye.